Permutation is when the order matters. And how do you, so it's the arrangement of objects in a certain order called permutation. And again, the order matters for that case. I'll let you know when the order doesn't matter. That's for combination, and I'll show you the difference in a second. And here's the formula that you can use to find the total number of outcomes for permutation. So it's n, the total number, factorial, divided by n minus r factorials. Okay, I'll get back to this formula with the example on the next page. So here, there are 10 names on the bullet for senior class officers. 4 will be selected to form a class committee. In how many ways can a committee of 4 be formed if each student had different roles, different responsibilities? So for this case, does the order matter or not? So if you're going to pick 4 out of 10, but this is what? President, vice president, treasurer, secretary. So would this matter? Would the order of picking 4 matter or not? Yes. One being a president is different than that person being a vice president, right? So for this case, the order matters, so we use permutation. And how many are we choosing from? 10. We're choosing 4 from 10. So for the president, how many possible outcomes can we have? 10. We can choose out of 10. Now, 1 is already selected as president. Now, how many students can be chosen for vice president? 9, then 8, and 7. This is permutation. So if you use this formula right here, 10 factorial divided by 10 minus, how many are we choosing? 4. So 6 factorial is this. Why? What is 10 factorial? Guys, do you guys remember? 10 factorial means? 10 factorial means it's the product of every number from 10 and until it gets to 1. You decrease it by 1. So it is, I'll write it here, 10 times, 9 times, 8 times, 7 times, 6 times, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But a lot of times we don't write 1 because multiplying by 1 is same as itself. If you're dividing by 10 minus 4, which is 6 factorial. So that is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you see what happens? These get canceled out, right? They become 1s. 6 divided by 6 become 1. They cancel out. So you end up getting 10 times 9 times 8 times 7, which we got from here. Okay? So what is that? What is 10 times 9 times 8 times 7? 50. 40 different ways is your answer. And let me show you how you can use a calculator to do this. So first, factorial. So what are we doing? We do 10 factorial. You go to the math, and guess where we are going? To the probability. And you see number 4, there's a factorial. And what are we doing? We divide it by what? 6 factorials. Guys, please take out your calculator and try this. 6 factorial, so you go to the math, probability, and number 4 factorial. And that's what you get. Another thing that you can use, but make sure you know how to do this by hand, okay? But if you want to do the permutation, you can put 10 first and go to math, probability again. You see NPR, N picking R for permutation, and choosing R for combination. So you go pick number 2, permutation, and how many were we picking from 10? 4, 10, 40. Okay. Let's look at this example question. You have homework assignment from 5 different classes to complete tonight. How many different ways can you complete the assignments? How many ways? So how many events do you have? 5 classes. And how many? So for the first homework, how many do you have to choose from? 5. So now you're done with 1. For the second homework that you're going to do, how many choices do you have? 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So what is that? How many different ways do you have? 20 times 6, which is 120. And how many different ways can you choose 2 of the assignment to complete first or second? So now you're picking only 2 homeworks. So would it be different to do math homework first and English versus English first and math? Yes, right? It's a different order. So it is permutation. So it becomes 5 times 4. Why? Because you're picking 2 from 5. So it's permutation. Do you see why the order matters? So then what is this? It's 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 2 factorial, which is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 3 factorial is 3, 2, 1. So you get 20. 20 ways. So if we check our answer on the calculator, it's 5 picking permutation. 2, you get 20 different ways. So when you have 5 homeworks, if you just want to know how many different ways to do the homework, there are 20 different ways to choose from. It's all about making choices, guys. Isn't it exciting? Don't you usually get 5 homeworks a day? There are 120 different ways to do the homework. How exciting, guys. It's all about choices.